Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news and out the news in details. Edo 2023, Professor Grace Alele Williams recognizes Osage Iyamu as a notorious criminal on campus. Says the APC governorship candidate wanted to kill her at night. Former Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin and Professor Emeritus, Mrs. Grace Alele Williams recalled the terrible moment she had with the All Progressive Congress APC governorship candidate, Mr. Osage Iyamu, during his dreaded days on campus as a notorious criminal. Professor Williams, in an interview with the reporters, narrated her ordeal that unforgettable night, Osage Iyamu scaled the fence into her official residence, fully armed with the intention to either harm or assassinate her. But for the prompt arrival of Uniben Security Patrol team, adding that Osage was subsequently wrestled down from her fence and made to face a disciplinary panel. He was expelled from the University of Benin after being indicted of multifaceted crimes on campus. Alele Williams, who is the first Nigerian woman to bag a doctorate degree in mathematics education and also first female vice chancellor in Nigeria, further disclosed that the APC governorship candidate in the December 19 governorship elections in the Edo state was a notorious criminal who terrorized the institutions throughout the academic sojourn, adding that he skipped the fence into her office, into her official residence with the intention to kill her, and that another lecturer saw him and decided to invite security team, which led to his arrest. Professor Grace Alele Williams recently responded to a reporter's questions regarding Iyamu's time at the institutions and asked this to say, "Yes, I still remember the young man, Osage Iyamu. He always seemed to be a troubled personality. How can I forget him, particularly that night when he breached and scaled the security fence of my residence? It was about 10 p.m. as my family and I were getting settled for the night, and I had coincidentally walked out to my balcony when I noticed long shade across the security light at a remote corner of my residence. Then I stepped back into the house to call the security. Then I heard a scrambled at some unused construction planks that were piled up near the area." Wow, so guys, what do you think about this news? What is your own take? You can imagine. So this is to tell you that Pastor Osage has a very bad allegations in the past. You know, his reputation was nothing to write home about in the past. This is what we are talking about. Somebody that has these bad reputations in the past now is contesting as the governor of a country. It is not done like that. This is to tell you that our leaders, they don't follow what happens in the past, which means that whatever you do in the past, you go scot-free. That's just the meaning. But that is Nigeria for you. It is not only Pastor Osage Iyamu. There are many, many more of them like that that has past history. But at the end of the day, they went scot-free about it. Let's hear what people are saying about it. People say that, "My fellow Nigerians, all this fallacy and junk of information are determined to distract us from who is who. Iyamu and Nobesiki or Oshiomhole and Nobesiki, your PVC is what will determine and not this interview. You know what they are. They are politicians, and politics means cunning, something not straightforward. My own take is that the two parties are not really presentable going by their conduct and actions, but the individual's credibility is what we should evaluate. My question is, who is Iyamu and who is Godwin Obeseki? It is one man. They introduced both of them to us, which is Oshiomhole, and who is Oshiomhole? PDP and APC party are corrupted party, but consider the credibility of the people and use your PVC to choose the right person." That's just the fact about it. Because when you look at Iyamu and Obeseki, you can see that the only person that actually joined them together is Adam Oshiomhole. It's Adam Oshiomhole. That's just the fact about it. But people are saying that these are the same people that will be crying about about bad government tomorrow when this satisfied true courtist assumes positions of the governor of Edo State and begins to deal with them as a consolations. They will be expecting God to send a Messiah to come from heaven and undo the mistakes that they are about to make now for themselves. Indomie noodles brain generations. May God help us. Because the same Adam Soshomole made the revelations 4 years ago about this Iyamu, on how Iyamu was driven out of Unibre campus due to his fraternity activities, and we should not vote for him. Now this woman is coming out to confirm what Adam Soshomole said about Iyamu being a cultist in the past, and he was being expelled from University of Unibe. Now he went and brought out some persons he condemned to be voted for. The fact is that Oshiomhole is a band of fools and push about. It is only God that can judge someone. It is only God that can judge these politicians. People said that, Madam, which police stations did you report to then? If not, it means you are using your old age to lie against your grave. And that is dangerous for you at your age because you don't have an evidence to prove your point. You should have reported him in the first place. Assuming she actually said it, the Bible says, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Behold, all things are passed away and all things become new. That's just the fact about it. And the reality is that everybody has their own past mistakes. Whether we like it or not, we all have our own past mistakes. But the only thing that I want to bring out is that if you want to become a politician in the country or a well-known man or a well-known personality in the country, there are some things that you can't do away with. There are some things that you cannot go scot-free with. Just fine. God said all things have passed away. That is true. But the fact is that you have a past. Your past is not good at all. You have a past character before. And now you change to a good person. It can still haunt you. If you want to be a prominent politician in the country. And that is how it's supposed to be. But the reverse is the case as Nigerian election is concerned. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. That's just the fact about it. People were saying that it is the same person's APC wanting him to fly our flags as its governorship candidates. These allegations came from one other person than a renewed Professor Grace Alele Williams, who was the vice chancellor of the institution. Osagi Iyamu attended, even though he was expelled as a result of caught notorious criminals on campus-related activities. If I can vividly record, I read in one of your posts where Adam Soshomole said he will never support a criminal and tips to succeed him. And that's just the fact about it. Many people know about the story of Iyamu, but the fact boils down to the fact that all these politicians that are going against Iyamu, they are not clean at all. Their past are not clean at all. They are the same. They are best of the same feathers. Many of them, they don't have a certificate, and they are still talking against someone. I am not supporting Iyamu because they said whatever you do in the past must haunt you in the future, and that is just the reality about it. Before they can say you want to become the governor of a state or a president of the state, they must go to you. They call on the background check. Other countries usually do this. They do background check. If you have any past history in the future, that can actually disqualify you from becoming a governor or president of a state. But I don't know why Nigerian this thing is not like that. Nigerian policies is not even like that at all. And that is not good. Nigerian politicians are a bunch of disgrace to the office they hold. Why not let the people decide who they want to merit and campaign for your own self through your merit? Is any of them free? That's the question. Aren't they all courtists? Who is gentle among all of them? They are best of the same feather. That's just it. All of them, they are the same thing. So guys, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Your comment is highly appreciated, and kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, we want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We'll say God bless you. If you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. And also please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will always be the first person to watch our latest news anytime, any day. Stay safe at this crucial time. It is very important to you. Bye.